Am I here? Am I audible? Alright. Who's here? Let's get this posted on Discord. Welcome. Gotta post a thing. Hyperdimensionality, life turns back to me. T seems whack to me. I see an axis unseen, but done and heard. Yeah, that's where we traverse. What's shown to you is earthly. Unsaid with words, we made a major third. You play on earth, but you shade the universe. Alright. Let's turn this down. Alright. Here I am. Okay, I'm very dark. What's up? That doesn't really help much. Turn that up so I can get more light on my face. Yeah, let's see. Where's Logic? Yeah. Good enough. Yeah, it's the last stream of Pride. It's July 30th. The thing is, Pride in Kenosha is actually in July. There's a lot of events in June. And today is the 4th of July parade, which our city always does the weekend before. And not to rain on anybody's parade, but the parade just started and it's raining. And my dad has to be out working on that. But welcome. Welcome Lewis, welcome Jax, welcome Lily, welcome Elliot, welcome Cerulean Fox, welcome... I already said Jax, welcome Butter Dragon, and also welcome Ethereal. And Marauders Octopus, hello. So, I just put out the bonus track for Crow's Eye. I got that done. And, I don't really have too much else to do today, so this is going to be probably just miscellaneous. I still have to get a Carcat thing up today. I got to get an AKV post made. So I'm going to edit one of the answers that I recorded the other day and just post it, and we can give opinions on that. I have to redo someone's name. You know what I gotta start doing before stream is testing that so I can get it over with. So, because it only does that the first time. It only cuts audio the first time. Thank you so much for pledging. Enjoy this bonus, and if you're pledged until all the way through August, enjoy the free full release of the album that I'll be putting out. More time to celebrate it, because I've been so bad at making Pride stuff. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been focused on making, like, Pride-centric content. I don't really think about that. I sort of just planned out this year, like, you know, what I wanted to do fiction-wise, and, like, when I'd be working on stuff and when I wouldn't. And, I forgot that Pride Month was a thing, and I was like halfway through Etc-verse, and I was like, well, I can't. How am I gonna do Pride stuff and Homestuck and my own shit while keeping up with music? And I kind of just got overwhelmed, so I covered Old Town Road. I just said, fuck everything I'm doing. I need to do something else. But yeah, so there hasn't really been any like pride to recap here. We just haven't had the parade yet. But one thing that I can celebrate today. Oh, look how much that lit up my face. Oh my god. One thing I can celebrate today. Let's go to my Redbubble profile here. So I got. Man, I'm upset that I'm in a room with no windows. I can't see any of this stuff. Welcome, Cybersoul Gem. Yeah, happy end of Pride. Asteroid Day. So I have some things up. One of them is the Cowser fake merch. So I put up a poll just like out of curiosity because I wanted to do something because I hit 1K followers on Twitter. I was like, just out of curiosity, or if I just put Cowser fake on a shirt, would that be like valid merch? Would that be too ridiculous? And like fucking 94% said like, yeah, put Cowser fake on a shirt. And so I did. And so now you can get Cowser fake on a shirt. You can also get it on a mug. And it says Cowser fake on one side. And it has cows with a cross thing through it, and we made them up on the other side. And so if you want to fucking be obnoxious and have you know, walk around with this inside joke on either a shirt or a mug or a drawstring bag, you are completely fucking welcome. You are completely fucking welcome to do so. Cows are fake. Please be ready for the spiel. Make up your own thing if people ask about it, but like there's a whole like this means something. It means some bullshit, but that bullshit's actually true, apparently. Just having moved to the country, I feel like I need that. Oh my god. Have you ever seen a cow in the wild? Oh, shit. Like, that's the thing, though, is they've been so adapted to being, domesticated animals. Like, they used to be big, like, buffalo. They had, like, a shape to them. Here, check out what an aurochs look like. It's like a bull. It's like a bison. Look at these. So, like, we've had, like, we used to hunt these. These used to be like a boss fight, and we'd have to, like, put a bunch of spears through them and hope we wouldn't get gored by their horns. And then, like, you know, we would have the meat from that. They were around, like, you know, Eastern Europe or whatever, Southeastern Europe. And, then we started breeding them into these fucking meat prisms. They're just rectangles of meat. Look at that. It's made of rectangles. It's just a meat prism. Like, this is... So, like, the thing is, the more that you, like, pure breed a dog, the more, like, health effects it's gonna have, right? You ever seen a pug? You ever seen a greyhound? Those skinny ass fucking, like, the more you purebreed something, the weirder its, like, health effects are going to get. And it so turns out that in North America, cows have a mutation in their milk called A1 casein. And it makes it so that your body has a lot harder time digesting it. So, we bred these things to drink their milk, and we bred them for so fucking long they turned into meat prisms. And now we can't digest their milk without fermenting it. Now it, like, our stomach treats it like a lectin, It can have, like, adverse effects on your stomach lining and shit. Casein's a problem. And it's because... And it's only present in cows in North America and Northern Europe. It's not present in cows that are from where cows are from, right? So, we have bred cows so much, we need fucking antibiotics and like steroid hormones to keep them alive. They're fake. They wouldn't survive on their own. They're entirely a construct of human invention. We took an animal that was totally different and we made it cows. Cows are fake. We made them up. How do you know so much about cows? I live in Wisconsin. My name is the first 4 letters in casein. Of course I was going to find out about casein. Fuck, where's my tissue? I just spilled coffee on myself. Yeah, but that there was me, that little spiel there was me recording for a commercial, essentially, so, fuck. Thought the cows are fake thing meant they didn't exist, like, at all. I mean, that's, you could also argue that. Fuck. But yeah, cows are fake. So that's one design that's up. And now let's spend less time on this next design that I just put up. It's they. This is JC's They shirt. And it is now available on Redbubble in gray t-shirts and tanks. And also some purple tanks. And an A-line dress. So, also some mugs and a sticker. This one has, yeah, basically shirts and mugs for these new ones. Because I don't think, like, you know, you don't really need a shower curtain or a, you know, pillowcase or whatever the fuck with this shit on it. I don't want you to walk around with a phone case that says cows are fake. That's kind of ridiculous. But if you want to have they on a shirt and and have another conversation starter, but instead about the letter thorn and what that means, and what the fuck those dots mean. This is now also available on Redbubble. There's links to both of these on my Twitter. You can also find them by going to case.dog/merch. So yeah, we now have officially sanctioned JC Detroit merch. For the end of Pride Month. And for hitting 1K. People have been asking me about it, so I was thinking, like, it's not even in canon yet. Like, it's in a thing that Haley drew, but, the update to actually fucking put it into canon is what I'm working on now. Which I'll cue you guys in. The chat logs that look like they're ripped out of Discord, will start to look a bit more like Discord, and they will incorporate a thing where you can click people's names, and a profile will come up for them. So that's what I'm working on right now. There's stuff written for it. It's just I have to get it to work on the site. But yeah. That's what we got going on. That's what we got going on today. Cows are fake. And they merch is now available. Before the release of Crozide, before the full release of, like, Crozide's, like, Bandcamp and stream versions, there will also be 3 different versions of, There will be 3 different versions of the perfect art on our shirt. And then soon enough, as the Etc. continues, there's some more designs that we wanna put out. But just only once they're relevant again. But we're working on some stuff. But yeah. Yeah, and now now July approaches and we're into Wrath month. So yeah, on SoundCloud I can get to this track here that I just finished. I can stream a preview of it. You treat me like royalty. You treat me like royalty. I got a habit of keeping stagnant. I'm like the data room scrambling. I'm at it in patches cause I forgot the meaning of that bridge. I don't wanna work, I don't wanna grind it. Be worse off falling behind it. Me lay back with lack of forgot the time. I hit the dirt when the plebs ain't looking. I get the worst when the best is cooking. Machinery turning, making me sure that I've earned the rain I deserve. My name's heard, my flame burning up. My kingdom for a night without my mind on fire. I rule down time like my empire. I'm a self-made, A-grade demon, force-fed, untied heathen. Coated in shades of gold and blue too deep than what my choice would be. I make my coy decree, so don't toy with me. You treat me like royalty. You treat me like royalty. Yeah, that's half of it. So that's what I got up on Patreon right now. That will be on Patreon only until the release of the album, which it will be a bonus track on the Bandcamp version too. So this is like this is the exclusive track basically. It's also sort of a warm up for the next project that I want to do as a solo thing, which is basically, what if I took the sound of No Solicitors and just did a whole album with, you know, different like bluesy riffs and like rap shit over it, and then like big percussion. And that's one permutation that I'm experimenting with. There's other people want me to do some covers for the rest of the summer, and that's basically what I'm going to be doing while I start putting some stuff together in advance for the next thing. I want to go into it with a few like I went into Crozide basically with a year's worth of like, you know, even when I was writing Jackal and I, there was also like, oh, that'd be good for Crozide. Oh, I can do that with Crozide. And so I had a bunch of stuff pretty much premeditated. Some of the scraps written out, and then basically filled stuff in. But next time, later this month, next time I do or not later this month, in a few months, the next time I do one of these character APs, I want to make sure that I have a few things, a few things on the back burner that are ready to come out and make into songs. Just so I'm not like scrambling last minute to get a bunch of stuff written. But yeah. Three different versions? Oh my god. You don't have to get each variant of the bird. You know what I want to do eventually, if I can make like a merch deal with somebody, is make like merch for the Drek, like either like posters or figures or stickers or something that have those like holographic things on them. Oh my god, I made a sale. Somebody just bought a Kaiser fake sticker. Thank you so much. My god. And wow, and a shirt for and a they shirt. Amazing. Thank you so much. What the fuck? Someone, yeah. Jacqueline is a character EP, right? Yep. Jacqueline is, Crozide is, the next one that I'm planning out is called Stellar Side. There are a few more. One Buzzified, one is Serpentide, and one is Prophesied. And those are all in planning. There's gonna be like 7 of them total probably, and like, you know, when there is one of them, when I am doing one of them alongside whatever Etc.verse series is going, then they'll probably be intertwined. So, yeah, so this project, which is probably going to take me another year or two, of the interval characters, is pretty much, you know, sort of defining soundtracks and motifs for each of the like Etc.verse god archetypes, basically. You know, what their sounds are, etc. Like, you know, what they're all about, the terms that they use about things, the angles that they view things from, that kind of shit. And this series basically is going to be called the Harmonics in Series, or THIS. This. And so then that becomes, there's this, and then there's Etc.verse, which is all of the rest of the stuff that isn't really mentioned on the album. And that's how this is gonna go. You know, I could just be like a musician and do like, and you know, have be in a totally different headspace for like every album I do, and have them be totally different ideas. But it comes down to a thing where like I kind of, you know, a lot of artists like play characters from album to album anyway, and I feel like it'd be more fun if I sort of just built an overt mythos where, you know, all of the different versions of myself that are relevant at the time that I'm recording all sort of have a place in this like pantheon, and I can, you know, I can write a story around that. But yeah, so one thing that I have to do today is I have to get some Ask Carcat voice stuff up, and I think the last one I put up was this.
Does Carcalicious haunt you as much as it does me? Some days, it's difficult to fall asleep. I'll toss and I'll turn. I'll get up to use the load gaper and come back to lie down. I count my breaths. I count wool beasts. I decide to entertain some memories, and then regret half the ones I chose. I stare at the shadows that dance around my block. A vehicle drives by with speakers blaring a chopped-up cello line, with enough treble escaping and drifting through my blackout curtains for me to make out the fucking words, "Listen up, y'all." It's summer, and I'm in a cold sweat, and I know I'm not getting any rest.
So that's up on AKV already. I gotta find another answer to do. There's a few that are gonna require a bit more editing, and I haven't had the time yet, so let's see what I got.
Chestnut98 asked, do you ever think of asking yourself...
Oh, this is the long one. Yeah, sure, let's do the long one.
Chestnut90...
ask whatever questions about Patreon. I'll answer any question you have. There are some things about Patreon that are a mystery that I am not too sure about, but I will do my best.
Chestnut98 asked, Do you ever think of asking yourself, why? Yes. I think why is an important question. It's the only one that isn't really real. And what I mean by that is, you can explain how things are the way they are with the literal physical steps that led up to something, no matter how ridiculous or nonsensical. But it's a lot different than why things are the way they are, which implies something abstract. A reason for that situation to be led up to, that situation to lead, and the role it plays to get there. God damn it. And the role it plays to get there. But
what are these answers for? Okay, so if I don't know if you know what Homestuck is, but 7 years ago I just kind of showed up to the Homestuck fandom, and I didn't really want to audition for any voice acting stuff, so I started an Ask blog as Karkat. And so people send in questions directed at this Homestuck character, and then I write an answer in character, and then voice act it, and then post it. And it's called Ask Karkat Voice, all one word, and it's on Twitter and SoundCloud basically right now. Yeah, I did this for a while, and then I recently started doing it again. So this is like, I've been doing this for maybe a week or two at this point. But yeah, it's this fucking little twerp of a fucking loud gray alien who is insecure about like various aspects of himself, and but at the same time is like really fucking selfless, and so it's like that anime, like not even like the like anime tsundere fucking stereotype. Karkat's like, I don't fucking know how to describe Karkat Vantas besides they're the Cancer zodiac sign troll. The timeline of how becoming a patron works. Per song? Oh, okay. So the most I will put out per month is like, I'll do 2 songs a month max. I don't charge more than twice a month. There is a rare occasion where I had to charge, I believe I charged 3 times a month, because one of the things I posted didn't like charge the first time it posted, so I had to post it like after it was already into the next month. But basically what happens is you can set a cap. So if you want to pledge like $20 a song, but you don't want to get charged $20 twice a month, you can still set a limit to say, I only want you to be able to take $20 out. So like that way, if I do more than one thing a month, you're still pledging, but you can set your limits on it. And I've been doing this for 5 years, so I can like take into account how those things, how that works. And usually the one time that I did a 3rd song in a month, I could tell most people had their caps up because I didn't get as much as the first 2 times. So, basically, yeah, I release songs on average every 2 months, and that lines up about twice a month. Some months I'll do 1 song a month, but yeah. Yeah, Max from Camp Camp is just a fucking Karkat reference, I swear to God. I've barely seen anything about that show, but it's basically that character, yeah.
the life is only about how many.
Okay. So I didn't like the beginning of this. How did I do it here?
Chestnut98 asked, do you ever think of asking yourself, why? Yes.
Yeah, so like in short, for the if it wasn't like, if the clarification wasn't clear enough, I post about 2 times a month. And you can, if you want, set a cap so it only pledges once a month. And that's fine. Wow, metal.
Do you ever think of asking yourself, why? Yes. I think why is an important question. It's the only question that isn't really real. And what I mean by that is, you can
Alright. Let's hear how good I did this cadence.
Do you ever think of asking yourself, why? It's the only one that isn't really real. And what I mean by that is, you can explain how things are the way they are with the yourself. Why? Yes. Yourself. Why? Yes, yes. I think why is an important question. It's the only one that isn't really real. And what I mean by that is, you can explain how things are the way they are with the literal physical steps that led up to something, no matter how ridiculous or nonsensical. But it's a lot
Okay, is there a different take I did of that part?
something abstract, a reason for with literal physical steps that lead up to something. But it's a lot different than why they are, which implies something.
I'm gonna say like no matter, or I'm gonna take out the no matter how ridiculous. It's sort of redundant.
Why? Yes. I think why is led up to something, no matter how.
I didn't say that full part. Cows are fake, and so is the question why.
To something. But it's a lot different than why things are the way they are, which implies something abstract, a reason for that situation to be led up to, and a possible place for that situation to lead, and the role it plays to get there. But when you realize that, when you realize that life is only about how, and has only ever been a result of how, that life is only about how many hows led up to now. Realize that life is only about life is only about how many hows led up to now, and has only ever been a result of how. You still have to go back to being a functioning, complex person with reasons for doing the things you do. So you fit events into trails and branches and veins of. So you fit events into trails and branches and veins of why, just to make sense of it. God damn it, I'm losing it. What I mean is, we're winners. We know how we won. We know why we had to. But sweeps later? Why are we here? What is the point of Earthsea, paradise, if there's no more ultimate why to our actions? What is there to live to see if you've already seen it all? Why is a hard question to answer. Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day.
I want to redo that line. I'm gonna redo it.
Why is a hard question to answer. Why is a hard question to answer. I think a lot of us just come up with. I think a lot of us make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day.
Okay, I gotta be a little bit more off-center.
Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. What's there to live to see if you've already seen it all? Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. They've seen it all. Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day.
One more try.
Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day.
I'm not getting the alliteration I want.
A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer to that every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer every day. Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer every day. A lot of us just make up a new answer every day.
Alright, how's this whole thing play?
Chestnut98
Welcome.
98 asked, do you ever think of asking yourself, why? Yes. I think why is an important question. It's the only one that isn't really real. And what I mean by that is, you can explain how things are the way they are with the literal physical steps that led up to something. But it's a lot different than why things are the way they are, which implies something abstract, a reason for that situation to be led up to, and a possible place for that situation to lead, and the role it plays to get there. But when you realize that life is only about how many hows led up to now, and has only ever been a result of how, you still have to go back to being a functioning, complex person with reasons for doing the things you do. So you fit events into trails and branches and veins of why, just to make sense of it. God damn it, what I mean is, we're winners. We know how we won. We know why we had to. But sweeps later? Why are we here? What is the point of Earthsea, paradise, if there's no more ultimate why to our actions? What is there to live to see if you've already seen it all? Why is a hard question to answer. A lot of us just make up a new answer every day.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Alright, yeah, this is the one I'm gonna post.
Chestnut98 asked, do you ever think of asking yourself, why? Chestnut98 asked, do you ever think of asking yourself, why? Yes. I think why is an important question. It's the only one that isn't really real. And what I mean by that is, you can explain how things are the way they are with the literal physical steps that led up to something. But it's a lot different than why things are the way they are, which implies something abstract. A reason for that situation to be led up to, and a possible place for that situation to lead, and the role it plays to get there. But when you realize that life is only about how many hows led up to now, and has only ever been a result of how, you still have to go back to being a functioning, complex person with reasons for doing the things you do. So you fit events into trails and branches and veins of why, just to make sense of it.
Alright, and then this goes into... Where's my AKV folder? Alright. Oh shit, do I not have the Carcat account on here? I don't. That's a quick fix. That's a quick fix. That's a quick fix. Come on. What the fuck? Where is it? Oh, it's over here. That's right. I put it here. Why? Okay. Let's just move you over. Come on. There I am. Voice oddly suits what? Wait. About with Carcat just talking about philosophy and existential stuff. The voice oddly suits. You know what I should just do is fucking should just do like an hour worth of like, you know, like the Analects of Confucius or whatever, like how that whole thing was written like as if Confucius was talking to his students about shit. What if I just did a series like that with fucking like Karo and Dog Karo? Just sitting down in dream space talking to each other. Woo! Alright. Let's get this shit a tweetin'. I'd listen to that. Oh boy. No thing is new to God, and no cosmic event ever comes as a surprise, for he inhabits the circle of eternity. To God there is no beginning or end of days, for he inhabits... I already said it. All time is present at any given moment. He is the great and only I am. Okay, where the fuck? Okay, now I don't know where to actually put this. I'm gonna assume downloads? Yeah, okay. So Chestnut 98. I'd like to hear some philosophy. That's most of what I talk about on streams whenever I just go on tangents. I just talk. Ah! Okay. There's a penis Ouija cake on my dash. Or on my timeline. Tumblr. Tumblr's still in my veins, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, Chestnut 98? Oh, fuck. I don't know your... Hang on. Curious Cat. MS Philosophy class. Fuck, there's 92 answers now. What's your middle name? How are you and Cankry getting along? Hey, Carcat, would you run for president? Who do you think has the most satisfying voice out of the entire gang? Oh my god. Holy shit. Chestnut 98. Okay, what's your social? I don't know your Twitter. Oh, okay, it's got 2 S's. Chestnut. Yeah. Asked. Oh yeah, there's people that use philosophy. That's the thing, is you can use words and ideas to literally fucking do anything and accomplish any goals you want to. And you can sort of justify anything because you can make enough connections between things that you can state things are true in some sense and then fucking argue for it. But like anyone that uses philosophy as a tool to try to demean rather than to try to understand, or try to limit rather than to try to understand and like acknowledge and accommodate, is like not, they're not, you're not an academic. Like you can't be an academic and be prescriptivist. Like I'm like you can say, you can advise people not do things because of like what you know about it. But it's like one of those things where like if you can't you can't use fucking fake mind constructs to like dismiss physical happenings that have nothing to do with virtue, basically. Like if I went to someone talking about, I don't know. I don't know, I don't want to get into that. Do I still have coffee? No, I'm almost out. But yeah. That's up. Oh, the post isn't showing up because it's a fucking, it thinks it's a reply. Oh well, it's up. Now I know not to do that next time. Huh. Listen to a podcast of me just talking about philosophy. Is there anything in particular you'd want to talk about? I could talk about some things. Do I have the... No. It's not philosophy, that's rhetoric and ignorance. Okay. I'm trying to find a project. Where is it? Is it here? No. Come on. I know I have it. Crozide base. It's not it. Demo. Come on. I am. I know for a fact I have the Kuro version of I am on here. It's just not here. God damn it. My philosophy is honestly everything follows the harmonic series. And we should acknowledge that everything follows the harmonic series, but we shouldn't police it, because the more that we try to enforce anything, the more we draw other things out of their alignment with harmony. I don't know, that's how I see it. I mean, obviously we should enforce things that, like, infringe on other people's ability to follow, like, their harmony. But, like, you can't, I don't think conversion is ethical. I don't think, like, going door to door and trying to, like, get people to sign up to your religion is, like, you know, people, like, yeah, spread the word or whatever, but, like, philosophy, I don't know. My whole philosophy is, there's numerous different ways to find your way to, you know, center, to center yourself, rather. And I think we get too caught up in trying to police the different ways that people find center, rather than trying to promote them reaching center in and of their own accord in the way that works. There it is. Where is it? How do I get it off? Yeah, let's send that. Let's see how long that takes to send. I don't think the Anunnaki are real. I don't know. In the Sumerian, in the Sumerian legend sense, in the New Age metaphysical sense of what the Anunnaki are, I think that they're a good metaphor for a lot of stuff. I think it's a really interesting story. I think it's also really interesting, you know, the ways that you can personify the kind of different forces acting on the universe and acting on society. But I'm not sure there actually were aliens from another planet that came down and fucked us up, unless they were beings from a different band of resonance that synced up with ours at some point and then can do so again. I don't really know. That would require a different, like, axis of dimensional freedom that is independent of what we can even measure currently. So you know, I feel like I feel like a lot more bells and whistles would be going off if if like we were experiencing anything new in regards to the alien front. I feel like, I feel like the amount that people say like, oh, it's coming, the Anunnaki they're gonna show up. It's the same thing as and it's the same, like, I guess, metaphysical device as the second coming of Christ. Basically, it's that idea of like there's something fucking just on the horizon that's about to either destroy us all or set us all right. And I think the Anunnaki is another version of those. People think like, they were around, they can be back again, they will have influence, they are gonna take over, and just you watch. But yeah. Why isn't real? You need to, like, we should, like, why is not a real question? The entire debate, like, the entire thing that we try to, like, make up answers for, like, why always just ends up being a finite amount of how? And the place within, like, a larger schema is only the illusion of how we harmonize the surroundings of things. There's externalities that we're forgetting. There's other things that don't necessarily line up with the story that we want to, the why that we want to make things. I can guarantee, if there's a hard decision that you have to make at some point in your life, you're not making it for one reason. You're making it for like 4 or 5. And then there's going to be other things that would have prevent you from making that decision. But over time, those are going to be less relevant. Those aren't going to be why. Those would be why if you made a different decision. That would be the why of it, right? But because you make a certain decision, you then go back and narratize why you made that decision, right? Why isn't real? Okay, that's sent. Did it send? Yeah, there it is. Was the stream dying? Are we good now? Are we green? Okay. Yeah, it might have been because I was sending a file back.
No thing is new to God.
Stop. All right. Let's finally do this now that I have it.
Habits the circle of eternity. To God there is no past. All time is present at any given moment. He is the great and only I
am the perfect fifth, the 3-to-2 ratio. I'm the vision in the distance, you ain't gotta wait to know. I'm perfect, I'm the first decision of divine division, up above from below. The bones and the birds and the branches, a full spectrum of feathers on a dragon. And every been there and done that has been had. I've mastered that, bastardized it while I'm at it. Authority, a power chord in any key. A very source of the Anunnaki. The top-down theory, every conspiracy is hearing me and feeling a need to scream heresy. If there's a kernel of truth to every myth in a grand circle where all that shit lives, you and I ain't gotta wait to relate with it. But take it back into the fifth, we can play with it.
Finally, we've done it. God. Ugh, my headset's so tangled. Hang on. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that was originally what I wrote that verse over. So now that's here. If I did a fucking verse in Aknepen, this could be another bonus.
Back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it, so I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows, and I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. Between trading zones, rival nodes, we below fell into a throne, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue that I'm a god and so are you. Syllables in the Father's words, we're all tenders from Mother Earth. Nobody knows how to argue, I am a god and so are you.
Yeah.
Back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it, so I found God and I seduced him. Back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it, so I found God and I seduced him.
Alright.
Back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it, so I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows, and I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found the goddess and confused her. Between trading tones, rival notes, we below fell into a throne, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue. Back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it, so I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows, and I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. Between trading zones, rival nodes, we below fell into a throne, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue that I'm a god and so are you. Syllables in the Father's words, we're all tenders from Mother Earth. Nobody knows how to argue, I am a god and so are you. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue that I'm a god and so are you. Syllables in the Father's words, we're all tenders from Mother Earth. Nobody knows how to argue, I am a god and so are you. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue that I'm a god and so are you. Syllables in the Father's words, we're all tenders from Mother Earth. Nobody knows how to argue, I am a god and so are you. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue that I'm a god and so are you. Syllables in the Father's words, we're all tenders from Mother Earth. Nobody knows how to argue, I am a god and so are you.
So this is just I Am from Jackal and I just felt like going back and doing some doing a short like Crow's Eyed version of it, since it was the song that I started like testing Crow's Eyed stuff with. So.
No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue. The demigod is over you.
Why is it so like delayed? That's why.
No matter what came. No matter what. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue. The demigod is over you. Syllables and the father's words. We're all tenders from Mother Earth. Nobody knows how to argue. I am a god and so are you. I ain't gotta wait to relate.
He is the great and only I am.
The perfect fifth to 3 to 2 ratio. I'm the vision in the distance, you ain't gotta wait to know. I'm perfect, I'm the first decision of divine division, up above from below. The bones and the birds and the branches, a full spectrum of feathers on a dragon. And every been there and done that that has been had. I've mastered that, bastardized it while I'm at it. Authority, a power chord in any key. A very source of the Anunnaki. The top-down theory, every conspiracy.
Only
I am the perfect fifth to 3 to 2 ratio. I'm the vision in the distance, you ain't gotta wait to know. I'm perfect, I'm the first decision of divine division, up above from below. The bones and the birds and the branches, a full spectrum of feathers on a dragon. And
Alright. Let's try another take of this verse, because I want to have it.
present at any given moment. He is the great and only I
I am Piscus, your pal, lucky Simon.
That's the wrong fucking
present at any given
fuck,
moment.
right?
He is the great and only I
I am the perfect fifth to 3 to 2 ratio. I'm the vision in the distance, you ain't got to wait to know. I'm perfect, I'm the first decision of divine division, up above from below. The bones and the birds and the branches, a full spectrum of feathers on a dragon. And every pen there and done that that has been had. A master that bastardized it while I'm at it. Authority, a power chord in any key. A very source of the Anunnaki. The top-down theory, every conspiracy is hearing me and feeling a need to scream heresy. If there's a kernel of truth to every myth in the grand circle where all that shit lives, you and I ain't got a way to relate with it. Take it back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it.
Right.
present at any given moment. He is the great and only
I am the perfect fifth to 3 to 2 ratio. I'm the vision in the distance, you ain't gotta wait to know. I'm perfect, I'm the first decision of divine division, up above from below. The bones and the birds and the branches, a full spectrum of feathers on a dragon. And every been there and done that that has been had. Have mastered that, bastardized it while I'm at it. Authority, a power chord in any key. The very source of the Anunnaki. The top-down theory, every conspiracy is hearing me and feeling the need to scream heresy. If there's a kernel of truth to every myth in a grand circle where all that shit lives, you and I ain't got a way to relate with it. Take it back to the fifth, we can play with it.
It's off.
present at any given moment. He is the great and only I am.
I am the perfect fifth, the 3-to-2 ratio. I'm the vision in the distance, you ain't got a way to know. I'm perfect, I'm the first decision of divine division, up above from below. The bones and the birds and the branches, a full spectrum of vectors on a dragon. And every been there and done that has been had. Have mastered that, bastardized it while I'm at it. Authority, a power chord in any key. The very source of the Anunnaki. The top-down theory, every conspiracy is hearing me and feeling the need to scream heresy. If there's a kernel of truth to every myth, then a clan circle where all that shit lives. You and I ain't got no way to relate with it. Take it back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. Back into the fifth, we can play with it. Back to the fifth. Back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. Between trading zones, I don't know. We bellowed, fell into a throne, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. Between trading zones, rival nodes, we bellowed, fell into a throne, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. Between trading zones, rival nodes, we bellowed, fell into a throne, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first. Get back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. Between trading zones, rival nodes, we bellowed, fell into a throne, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, back into the fifth, we can play with it. Throne, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue. That I'm a God and so are you. Syllables in the Father's words. We're all tendrils from over there. Nobody knows how to argue. I am a God and so are you. Circle, let me circle the square. Nobody knows how to argue. I am a God and so are you.
What verses could I fucking... Are there just other verses that are, like, compatible with this? Let's see.
Knows how to argue. I am a God and so are you. My sense is an elevation. Ascend above and need for simple self-preservation. I arrange my gravitation, create my own elation. I'm reaching out, emerging imitations. Those dimensions made of three, I can count to four. Keep investing chains, maybe I can count to even more. Learning schemes, taking no tally results and keeping score. Writing mile-high lines of your bloodline's lore. I made it different stuff than what you think at first pass. Charge spinning mass, turning tangible fact. I rolled through a plane invisible to you. When I lack clarity, you create your own truth. We keep things loose, these points are approximate. Just delete the juice, they're electric intoxicants. You put the formula, here's the concoction. Turn the for you loud down, it's not an option.
Yeah, I can just do that. What other verses?
Nobody knows how to argue. I am a god and so are you. Then kill me like a pest, want me out of your hair. Linking together messages that found me from elsewhere. I ain't a beacon of reason, but believe me, you should care. Other angles are mangled and tangled in our planes affairs. I ain't saying that I'm in communication with the Pleiades. Praying to angels, I'll be wailing, save us please. They relate to me, this is all a play to me. Mundane's apathy is just such a pain to see. This hierarchs and higher parts that need some talking to. Putting sedative additives in affordable food. Cut your shit before your grand plan snaps in two. There's 7 billion of us and fucking 7 of you. There's shit brewing the lights inside of which you never seen. Lose grip on the script before that shit hits the screen. I run the show, I'm moving earth and all done with ease. Call me planet fucking Jupiter cause y'all are under siege. That one works really well, especially there's a fucking triplet in there that is like on sync with the triplet in the fucking kick drum. That's ridiculous. No, I'm gonna record that. Fuck you. Nobody knows how to argue. I am a god and so are you. Then come in like a pest, want me out of your hair. Linking together messages that found me from elsewhere. I ain't a beacon of reason, but believe me, you should care. Other angles are mangled and tangled in our planes affairs. I ain't saying that I'm in communication with the Pleiades. Praying to angels, they be wailing, save us please. They relate to me, this is all a play to me. Mundane's apathy is just such a pain to see. There's hierarchs and higher parts that need some talking to. Putting sedative additives in affordable food. Cut your shit before your grand plan snaps in two. There's 7 billion of us and fucking 7 of you. The shipper when the lights inside of which you never seen. Loose grip on the script before that hit hits the screen. I'll run the show, I'm moving earth and all done with these. Call me planet fucking Jupiter cause y'all are under siege. God, that's fun. Beats into an overgrown. What do I got? I am a god and so are you. Fuck, what other verses can I do? What other verses on Crozide are there that I like? Fuck. I am a god and so are you. My sense is an elevation, ascend above and beneath for simple self-preservation. I arrange my gravitation, create my own elation. I'm reaching out, I'm merging imitations. Those dimensions made of 3, I can count to 4. Keep investing chains, maybe I can count to even more. Learning schemes, taking notes, tally results and keep a score. Writing mile-high lines of your bloodline's lore. I made it different stuff than what you think at first pass. Charge spinning mass, turning tangible fact. I roll through a plane invisible to you. When I lack clarity, you create your own truth. We keep things loose, these points are approximate. Crystal ether juice, share electric intoxicants. You put the formula, here's the concoction. Turn it for you loud down, it's not an option. Yeah. This is now the Crozide sampler.
No thing is new to God. And no cosmic event ever comes.
That's what I'll consider this. The Crozide sampler.
Circle of eternity. To God, there is no past, present, or future. All time is present at any given moment. He is the great and only I am.
The perfect fifth, the 3-to-2 ratio. I'm the vision in the distance, you ain't got a way to know. I'm perfect, I'm the first decision of divine division. Up above from below, the bones and the birds and the branches. A full spectrum of feathers on a dragon. And every been there and done that has been had. Have mastered that fast bastardized it while I'm at it. Authority, a power chord in any key. The very source of the Anunnaki. The top-down theory, every conspiracy is hearing me and feeling the need to scream heresy. If there's a kernel of truth to every myth, then grand circle where all that shit lives. You and I ain't got a way to relate with it. Take it back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I said,
Thank you so much for pledging. Holy shit.
told me only knows, and I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God is introduced her. Between straight tones, I will know deep alone. Fell into a throne and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue. Think that my God and so are you. Syllables and the father's words. We're all tenders from other worlds. Nobody knows how to argue. I am a God and so are you. Think of me like your past want me. Out of your hair, linking together messages that found me from elsewhere. I ain't a beacon of reason, but believe me, you should care. Other angles are mangled and tangled in the planes of fears. I ain't saying that I'm in communication with the Pleiades. Praying to angels, they be wailing, save us please. They relate to me, this is all a play to me. Mundane's apathy is just such a pain to see. There's higher ups and higher parts that need some talking to. Putting sedative additives in affordable food. Cut your shit before your grand plan snaps into. There's 7 billion of us and fucking 7 of you. The shipper when the lights inside of what you never seen. Loose grip on the script before that shit hits the screen. I run the show, I'm moving earth and all done with these. Call me planet fucking Jupiter, cause y'all are under siege. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code without a user. I found that God is introduced her. Between trading tones, and I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God is introduced her. We dove down the rabbit hole as far as it goes. And I don't know what I was shown, I was told I am the all. No matter what came first, and I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. We dove down the rabbit hole as far as it goes. And I don't know what I was shown, I was told I am the all. No matter. One more. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. We dove down the rabbit hole as far as it goes. And I don't know what I was shown, I was told I am the all.
Alright, we have a sampler now.
No thing is new to God.
So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me all he knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. We dove down the rabbit hole as far as it goes. And I don't know what I was shown, I was told I am the all. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue. That I'm a God and so are you. Syllables in the Father's words. We're all tendrils from other earth. Nobody knows how to argue. I am a God and so are you. My sense is an elevation. Ascend above and beneath for simple self-preservation. I arrange my gravitation, create my own elation. I'm reaching out, I'm merging imitations. With dimensions made of 3, I can count to 4. Keep investing chains, maybe I can count to even more. Learning schemes, taking notes, tally results, and keep a score. Writing mile-high lines of your bloodline's lore. I made it different stuff than what you think at first pass. Chart spinning mass, turning tangible fact. I rolled through a plane invisible to you.
Let's redo this one.
My sense is an elevation, ascend above a need for simple self-preservation. I arrange my gravitation, create my own elation. I'm reaching out, I'm merging imitations. Those dimensions made of 3, I can count to 4. Keep investing chains, maybe I can count to even more. Learning schemes, taking notes, tally results, and keeping score. Writing mile-high lines of your bloodline's lore. I made it different stuff than what you think at first pass. Chart spinning, mass turning, tangible fact. I roll through a plane invisible to you. When I lack clarity, you create your own truth. We keep things loose. Points are approximate. Crystal ether juice, share electric intoxicants. You've heard the formula, here's the concoction. Turn up for you loud, down is not an option.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be like a fucking. I'm probably gonna hide this somewhere on the site, but also maybe use this for like demos and shit. But yeah, this is an alternate version of I Am. This is just Crozide verses. And Crozide instruments doing the beat.
No thing is new to God. All time is present at any given moment. He is the great and only
I am the perfect fifth, the 3 to 2 ratio. I'm the vision in the distance, you ain't got a way to know. I'm perfect, I'm the first decision of divine division, up above from below. The bones and the birds and the branches, a full spectrum of feathers on a dragon. And every been there and done that has been had. Have mastered that bastardized it while I'm at it. Authority, a power chord in any key. The very source of the Anunnaki. The top-down theory, every conspiracy is hearing me and feeling the need to scream heresy. If there's a kernel of truth to every myth, then a grand circle where all that shit lives. You and I ain't got a way to relate with it. Take it back into the fifth, we can play with it. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me only knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. Between straight and tones, rival notes, we below, fell into a tone, and it got me. I am the all. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue. The demigod, and so are you. Syllables and the father's words. We're all tenders from other earth. Nobody knows how to argue. I am a god, and so are you. Think of me like your past want me out of your hair, linking together messages that found me from elsewhere. I ain't a beacon of reason, but believe me, you should care. Other angles are mangled and tangled in the planes of fears. I ain't saying that I'm in communication with the Pleiades, praying to angels, they be wailing, save us please. They relate to me, this is all a play to me. Mundane's apathy is just such a pain to see. There's higher arts and higher parts that need some talking to. Putting my sense is an elevation, ascend above a need for simple self-preservation. I arrange my gravitation, create my own elation. I'm reaching out, I'm merging imitations. Those dimensions made of 3, I can count to 4. Keep investing chains, maybe I can count to even more. Learning schemes, taking notes, tally results, and keeping score. Writing mile-high lines of your bloodline's lore. I made it different stuff than what you think at first pass. Chart spinning, mass turning, tangible fact. I roll through a plane invisible to you. When I lack clarity, you create your own truth. We keep things loose. Points are approximate. Crystal ether juice, share electric intoxicants. You've heard the formula, here's the concoction. Turn up for you loud, down is not an option. My mind's making me lose it. So I found God and I seduced him. Pillow talk with no clothes, told me only knows. And I was slow with what he showed, but I got it. My code's without a user. I found that God has introduced her. We dove down the rabbit hole as far as it goes. And I don't know what I was shown, I was told I am the all. No matter what came first, we're all one with the universe. Nobody knows how to argue. That I'm a God and so are you. Syllables in the Father's words. We're all tenders from other earth. Nobody knows how to argue. I am a God and so are you. Think of me like your past want me out of your hair, linking together messages that found me from elsewhere. I ain't a beacon of reason, but believe me, you should care. Other angles are mangled and tangled in the planes of fears.
Basically, the idea is that there's like I kind of set it up so like it's sort of ambiguous who does what in like the canon of like Casey and JC working on stuff. It's not like they're fucking relevant to the rest of the story. They just don't. They're not. They're just not. But like, I would say. I don't know if this is canon at all. This is probably just fucking what Kuro does in their spare time. I don't know. Because the whole idea is that Kuro writes songs and hymns and then sings them to an empty temple, and they reverberate down onto the plains of the planet below. As they reverberate down onto the plains of the planet below, they also like resonate down below onto the other universes. If you happen to be standing directly under the influence of the voice of song, basically, then you get a pretty good approximation of what it's saying, and then you can catch it and write it down for yourself. Like, really, in the canon, Kuro is the one that's writing the songs. That was the thing that I was like thinking about like earlier the other day, or like yesterday too, is like, if I like, because I tried to get it across that like Casey doesn't write the shit. They don't actually know what the fuck. They just like hit record and start going. Kuro writes it, and they use those characters as a way to get it into that universe, basically. But yeah. The next Etceteraverse series is about Vasan and the Beatles. Like not the band, but the bugs. The birds and the Beatles, so to say. So I'm trying to think of like some cover stuff I could do. Has to do with the Etceteraverse? Yeah. So the Etceteraverse is basically the canon that this music basically exists along with. See you around, Elliot. Do I have favorite record? It's a Logic project. New matches record. It's a Logic project. Yeah, I think this would be it. Loading. So loading everything up. This is a Fall Out Boy cover I was gonna do. I might not finish it. It might be a Patreon exclusive thing. I don't know. But there's another Fall Out Boy cover I wanted to do. That I would rather just start from scratch on that. Yes, come on, I know.
Do you remember when we drove through the night and we
like your favorite records used to.
Spin for you like your favorite records used to.
Let's just go at this. I'm probably not gonna hit half these notes. Let's try.
Spin for you like your favorite records used to.
Song stuck in my head, every song that I've ever loved. Play it again and again and again. You can get what you want, but it's never enough.
Jesus. This is so loud.
Spin for you like your favorite records used to.
Song stuck.
Spin for you like your favorite records
You
used
were
to.
the song stuck in my head, every song that I've ever loved. Play it again and again and again. You can get what you want, but it's never enough.
And spin for you like your favorite records
You were
used
the
to.
song stuck in my head. Stuck.
Welcome, Spoonie. Yeah, this is a cover of Favorite Record by Fall Out Boy.
Spin for you like your favorite records
You were
used
the
to.
song stuck in my head, every song that I've ever loved. Play it again and again and again, and you can get what you want, but it's never enough.
It's that first fucking part of this that's tricking me out.
Spin for you like your favorite records
You were
used
the
to.
song stuck in my head. You were the song stuck in my head.
Spin for you like your favorite records
You were
used
the
to.
song stuck in my head.
Jesus Christ.
Spin for you like your favorite records
You were
used
the
to.
song stuck in my head, every song that I've ever loved. Play it again and again and again, and you can get what you want, but it's never enough.
See, now I'm losing my breath. Welcome, Ego Sweetheart. I'll be right back. It's Favorite Record by Fall Out Boy.
Spin for you like your favorite records
You were
used
the
to.
song stuck.
God.
Spin for you like your favorite records
You were
used
the
to.
song stuck in my head, every song that I've ever loved. Play it again and again and again, and you can get what you want, but it's never enough.
There's gotta be fucking like one or two good takes in here.
Spin for you like your favorite records used to.
Song stuck in my head, every song that I've ever loved. Play it again and again and again, and you can get what you want,
You were the song stuck in my head. Every song that I've ever loved. Song stuck in my head. Every song that I've ever loved. Again and in my head. Every song that I've ever loved. In my head. Every song that I've ever loved.
I gotta do more of those. I can't settle.
Records, you were the song stuck in my head. Every records, you were the song stuck in my head. Every records, you were the song stuck in my Every records, you were the song stuck in my head.
Sharp.
Every records, you were the song stuck in my head. Every records, you were the song stuck in my head. Every records, you were the song stuck in my head.
Almost.
Every records, you were the song stuck in my head. The song stuck in my head. Every song that I've ever loved. My head. Every song that I've ever loved. Played again and again. Was the song stuck in my head. Every song that Cause you was the song stuck in my head. Every song that I've ever loved. Play on stuck in my head. Every song in my head. Every song that I've ever loved. Play in my head. Every song that I've ever loved. Play it again and again and again. And you can get what you want, but it's never enough. And I spit it again and again and again. And you can get what you want, but it's never enough. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. But it's never enough. And I spit for you like but it's never enough. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. But it's never enough. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. But it's never enough. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. But it's never enough. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to.
Let's duplicate.
But it's never enough. And I spit for you like your favorite records used to. And I spit for you like your favorite records
fucking 4 years later. Let's do this over what I did before.
We dance, and I confess to you riding shotgun. Have a good rest of your day at work, Spoonie. I love you. Thank you for stopping by. Wow. I can't remember just how to forget the night that we danced, so rancid and we danced, and if I am and we danced, just down and we danced, Whoa. Spin for you like your favorite records used to. Okay, I'll do this verse, and then I kind of want to start a new instrumental, so for a new cover, because this is an interesting cover, but I don't know. Faster, you riding shotgun underneath. I can't remember just how to forget the way that we danced, so rancid and we danced, and I know you asked me how I'm doing, like you know how much better off I am, and we danced, windows down and we danced. Come on. I can't remember just how to forget the way that we danced, so rancid and we danced, and when you asked me how I'm doing, like you know how much better off I am, and we danced. I don't like this song. I don't like this verse, really. And when you asked me how I'm doing, like you know you're off I am, and we danced, and we danced.
hard to stay on that note. Especially when I can't fucking hear myself.
And when you asked me how I'm doing, like you know how much better off I am. And we danced with windows down, and we danced.
One more.
And when you asked me how I'm doing, like you know how much better off I am. And we danced with windows down, and we danced.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with this. New project. How about now? Are we good? Alright. Sorry, I had a bit of a sample rate issue there. Alright. Sounds happening. Give me... Loud. 164. Okay. Yeah, I got enough of that. Is that even fucking... Hang on. Alright, so it's a bit higher than what I'm playing. Okay. Have enough of those loops. Now I need... I probably won't be going too long after... I'm probably not going to be streaming for too much longer. I might put an instrumental together and then take off. That's like the most of what I'm planning on doing still, so... Enjoy your shower. Fuck. fuck happened? Yeah. I mean, fucking, the one thing that I did was as a joke. I don't know if I'll actually do more I'm probably not gonna do any more Broadway Carcat covers. Or commissions in general. It's hard to write songs, like, in characters. So I'm stuck. I don't know how people did that. I always took myself too seriously to do that. So I'm probably not gonna... No. The answer is no. I don't really do covers of Homestuck characters. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really do like the one Broadway car cat thing I did was sort of a joke that spiraled out of hand, but that's not really something that I do. But yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry if you're disappointed. I gotta capo this. It'd be easier. Right. Thanks for showing up and thanks for pledging.
Coming in unannounced, took my nails on the tile. I just followed your scent, you can't just follow my smile. All of your balls are aligned with this mood in mind. Cutting me to the bone, nothing left to leave behind. You are the key making seal, just like I was the weapon. I didn't come for a fight, I will fight till the end. And this one might be a battle, might not turn out okay. You know you look so Seattle, but you feel so LA. Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah. I'm gonna mess with this instrumental over the course of the week. I also got a guest singer on this one that I'm gonna duet it with. It's gonna be fun. Why is this so fucking quiet? Why? Is it just me? It might just be me. Let's take it this and then I'm gone.
Coming in unannounced, took my nails on the tile. I just followed your scent, you can't just follow my smile. All of your clothes are aligned with this mood in mind. Cutting me to the bone, nothing left to leave behind. You ought to keep me concealed, just like I was a weapon. I didn't come for a fight, I will fight till the end. And this one might be a battle, might not turn out okay. You know you look so Seattle, but you feel so LA. Hey, 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 hey.
I'm gonna edit that. Alright. 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 I think I'm gonna get going. It is Sunday. I'm gonna chill and enjoy my Sunday evening. But yeah, there's an exclusive track up on Patreon right now. The full release of Crozide will be coming very soon. I will have more details on that. I might not stream next week because I want to take more time to prep stuff. It's going to be a pretty packed schedule. But I will be back for a 7-year anniversary celebration of releasing music. So that'll be happening later this July. Stay tuned. But yeah, I will see you all guys around. Hope you guys have... I will see all you guys around. I keep fucking not saying words. Thank you guys for coming. As always, good luck out there. Keep climbing and do not look down. See you around.